1 minute left. You should be able to crack the A part. So the time is up. Let's discuss this. Anyone who has done it? Raj, do you know the answer for the A part?
No, sir, I'm still doing it. I'm the last, I guess, step.
Okay, okay. But see, what would be the basic step? Let's look at the denominators or the nenner of the nenner itself, which is the bigger part. And this would be what? Can take y square common and this will become x plus y. This is y square, this is x plus y, this is y square into x plus y. So the LCM can be directly taken as y square into x plus y. You have to simplify, no? Just make the question simpler. I hope everyone is getting this. Yes or no? One is y square and the other is x plus y. So obviously the numerator will be x cube into x plus y plus y square into y square, which is y raised to the power 4 minus x raised to the power 4. Tell me if this is not the denominator part of the whole question. Are you guys getting this as well? And obviously you'll be x raised to the power 4 plus x cube y plus y raised to the power 4 minus x raised to the power 4. X raised to the power 4 and x raised to the power 4 will get cancelled. And then obviously if you see this is what x cube y plus y raised to the power 4, you can take y common and this will be x cube plus y cube, and in the lower part you have y square into x plus y. We'll use the identity later, which is a cube plus b cube identity, but let's focus on the upper part as well. In the upper part, what would be the LCM? Y into x minus y. Above would be x square into x minus y and plus y into y square plus x square. Right? Okay. Now again, same thing. This is x square into x. So x cube minus x square y plus y cube plus x square y upon y into x minus y. Again, what would happen? X square y minus x square y will get cancelled. You'll be only left with x cube plus y cube. So in totality, you have in the numerator part x cube plus y cube upon y into x minus y divided by this number which you have here. So if it's division, I'll just multiply it and the denominator becomes the numerator. Y square into x plus y upon y into x cube plus y cube. That's why I told you to not open the x cube plus y cube, because you'll see the upper part is already having that. So we can directly cut it. Then y and y will get cancelled with y square. All you are left with is x plus y upon x minus y. That's the answer. That's the most simplistic again. I hope everyone is getting this here. Yes or no? Okay. Now let's look at the B part. How will I solve B part? Anyone, any idea? Any answers which you have come up with? No one has solved it. Okay, no worries. Let's look at the B part. What's the differentiating factor here? This one, y minus x whole square. Rest all the terms are x raised to the power something or y raised to the power something. That's the differentiating factor here, right? Y minus x whole square. And then obviously it's inside a Wurzel, which is a square root. So if it's inside a Wurzel, I can just directly take y minus x outside. Yes or no? Okay. Now, in these type of questions, I'll obviously recommend you to only focus on one variable, crack that variable down, and then move on to the second variable. Let's look at x as a variable here. So in the numerator part, it's x raised to the power 3. Denominator part has 7 by 3. Obviously, if it goes up, it will become minus 7 by 3, right? Now, again, look at this part. It's x raised to the power 8, but there is a Dritta Wurzel, which is the cube root over here. So it's actually x raised to the power 8 by 3, right? Yes or no? Okay. So if it's x raised to the power 8 by 3, it will go up in the numerator and will become minus 8 by 3. Just see if you are done with the x terms. This is done. We have taken this into consideration. We have taken this into consideration, and we have taken this as well into consideration. Got it? So these are the terms which is with x. Obviously, I'm not taking the bigger Wurzel right now. This will come into the picture, but as of right now, I'm not considering it. Only the y minus x part is outside the Wurzel. I can make a bracket like this. Okay, now is x raised to the power 3 minus 7 by 3 minus 8 by 3. What would be the power then? Is it x raised to the power minus 2? It's basic mathematics, man. Simple calculation. Minus 7 minus 8 minus 15 by 3. Minus 15 by 3 is minus 5. So 3 minus 5, it's minus 2. So basically you are getting x raised to the power minus 2 over here. Okay. Now let's focus on the y terms. The y terms would be, in the numerator you have got y raised to the power 2 by 3. We'll put it over there. Okay. Now what do you have in the denominator? In the denominator, you have y raised to the power minus 5. First, y variable. Obviously, it's minus 5. Goes up in the numerator, becomes plus 5. Now, you again have y raised to the power 5, but inside a cube root. So, it's nothing but what? Y raised to the power 5 by 3. Right? Again goes up, becomes minus 5 by 3. What would it be? Y upon y raised to the power 2 by 3 minus 5 by 3. It's minus 3 by 3, which is minus 1. So 5 minus 1, 4. So actually you are getting y raised to the power 4. So what do you have here? You have a square root. Now I'm considering the square root part as well. Y minus x has already gone outside. All you are left with is x raised to the power minus 2 and y raised to the power 4. All in the numerator. Now x raised to the power minus 2 is in the numerator. Obviously, if it goes down, it will come with the power 2 plus 2. So you have a square root of y raised to the power 4 upon x square. It's simple, right? It will be y square upon x. And that's your answer. Y minus x into y square upon x. That's how you do the simplification. See, I've taken maybe 1 minute, 50 seconds or something to explain you the question, but these questions are doable within 1 minute. And in some of the Aufnahmeprüfung, you will be having time issue. Time management is the most important one. You have to practice Vereinfachen questions. You can start with the basic Vereinfachen questions in Zeal Stundenkollegbuch. You'll find all of these questions in Zeal Stundenkollegbuch. There are 3 Zeal Stundenkollegbooks. Start with any one of them and make your way through easy questions, middle level questions, and then the hardest questions. And then you'll at least develop this intuitive power. Okay, which variable I should focus on first, which part of the question I have to take outside, crack that down, move further. You have to practice these questions such that it becomes part of your instinct. Okay. Now let's move on to the third question. In the third question, you don't have to do Aufgabe A, B, and C. Those are your Hausaufgabe. I'm interested in Aufgabe D because I know most of the students will do this wrong. You have this question. Root over 4 minus 6x is equals to 2x. You have to solve the equation. The question in itself says bestimmen Sie die Lösungen der folgenden Gleichungen. You have to find the solution of the following equations. I'm only asking you the answer for the fourth part, which is root over 4 minus 6x is equals to 2x. Again, I'll be giving you 2 minutes. Please don't take more than 2 minutes. Solve it, and I can ask anyone. And you should be prepared to answer me. And your time starts now. 2 minutes. Please solve it. Root over 4 minus 6x is equal to 2x. And those who have switched off their cameras, please switch on again. Aman, Dulu. By the way, Yashuk, have you confirmed? Are you writing the exam for Nordhausen or not?
Most probably, I think I can.
Okay, okay. So have you applied to the university?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Actually, I am doing the consultation with Evan ma'am,
Okay,
and she has been assisting me for it,
okay, okay.
the lot of months. So she's
Well,
just
I'll tell you, be in the process as well, man. Um, I mean, I know that we guys are part of Language Pantheon, but let's be honest here. I think application is something which you guys should do yourself because during my time, and I've seen it in the previous years as well. I won't take some names here, but again, there have been issues where someone has filled up the wrong information, and then that guy has to lose their application, and then they cannot apply to the university further because they've filled some wrong information. And that's why it's important that you fill these informations yourself. You fill up the info as in the application form yourself. It would be
uh,
really helpful.
yes,
Eh,
I'm
eh,
definitely involved in it.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm fully aware of that, what she's applying or not.
Okay, okay. But
But
Nordhausen, is she applying through TU Ilme now? Is she applying through Jena University? Is she applying through Nordhausen? Which one is she applying through? Because there are many gateways for that particular university.
I'll confirm and let you know, sir. Actually, I'm done with Hala application
Mhm.
for Hala and I guess for Heidelberg.
Okay, that's good. Heidelberg exam is going to be in April, I think. 9th or 10th of April. They have not released the dates, but that's mostly when the exam happens.
And we'll be applying that upweight list PGCO only.
Yep, all the universities in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Regensburg has also opened their application. You guys can apply to Regensburg, which is directly under TU München, Bavaria Student College. So please do apply to Regensburg. I'll write it in the chat. The applications are open. The first batch students have applied it and they have got many options. Some of the students have already got their visa process done, got their visa. They are coming to Germany. One of them is coming on 10th of December and some of them are coming in January. So I want everyone in the second batch as well, at least those who are able to uh, come for this particular semester should be able to do their visa process themselves. And if you guys have any problem, just write me personally. Be it application process or visa, I'll let you know what you have to do. But yeah, I mean, I can see some of the progress in the first batch students. I'm not getting that response from the second batch. So I need that as well. I know it's a very starting phase for you guys as well, but still it will be really helpful because we are now completely in the zone where the Aufnahmeprüfung have started. Today, there is going to be the first Aufnahmeprüfung for this semester, which is for Mittelhessen exam. Only one of our student is writing the exam because the exam is online and you can only write it when you are in Germany. So let's see if we can get the material for Mittelhessen. But yeah, the Aufnahmeprüfungs have started. The next is going to be on 16th and then in January. So be in that zone, please. Okay, the time is up for the D part.
You said
Let's.
this one, Mittelhessen, it's
Mhm.
online, right?
Sorry.
The exam for the student college Mittelhessen, it's online, right?
Yeah. It's right now. It's today. It's on 7th of December, 10 o'clock. The exam starts.
So I'll also be writing that on January 18th, they informed me.
What have they informed you?
Student college Mittelhessen, the exam is on January of 18th.
I can send you the acceptance letter today, brother. Yeah. I don't know which Mittelhessen are you talking about.
This on Philips University, Marburg, from the
That's Marburg University. That's a different student college. I'm talking about Mittelhessen student college. Yeah.
Okay, so regarding this online exams, like, do you have to be in Germany or what?
No, you don't have to be in Germany for Marburg exam.
Oh, okay.
Marburg exam, which is on 18th of January, you'll see it's getting clashed with what Darmstadt as well as Frankfurt, right? So it's up to you whether you want to write that exam online or you want to be physically present over there in Germany. But if you're not in Germany, then you can write the online exam. I mean, that's the only option you get then. And you've seen that we have got last 3 years papers for Marburg. So it's good that if you're able to write that online exam, man. There is
Another
no.
thing,
Mhm,
this Frankfurt University just messaged me yesterday, like,
mhm.
we got your documents now. Wait for another month for the acceptance letter. I don't know like what they're doing because
Okay.
from Uni Assist I applied in October, and
Mm-hmm.
yesterday they messaged me. We got your documents now. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, if they've got your documents, I don't know whether so they'll ask you to wait for 1 month. But I think you should be able to get your documents by next week or probably next to next week. Because once the Unisys have processed it, their job is to just go through the documents and then just give you the acceptance letter. Should not take more than 1 month. Yeah. But I mean, have you got your visa, Abdullah?
No, visa here is not an issue because I'll be coming from Kuwait,
Mm-hmm.
and here the visa takes around like 1 or 2 weeks. That's not an issue over here.
Okay. But for that also you need an acceptance letter, na? So which acceptance letter are you going to provide?
This one from the Philips University Marburg. I have that one.
Okay, but will they accept it? Because the Marburg exam is going to be online. And then they
Yeah,
can.
because the only requirement is you just show us this one. What an acceptance letter. Now, if it's online or nothing, that's nothing mentioned about it. They just said like provide us this one acceptance letter. That's it.
Okay, because in India, at least they, or I guess in almost all the countries, they see it whether it's online or offline. You can't get acceptance or you can't get visa through your Constance exam or through your Nordhausen exam, to be honest. But I mean, if it is allowed in Kuwait, then it's good for you. You can come and maybe write your exam over here, or you can just give it online, man. It's a 40 minutes exam. It doesn't take much time. 40 minutes exam, 4 C test, that's it.
In the Botschaft website, it's only mentioned like you just have to show a this one like an acceptance letter, like whether if it's
Mhm.
online or not, it should be like an offline. Nothing's mentioned about that. Just an acceptance letter. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I'm saying it's mentioned on the website, right? But it's not there. Uh, what the interviews will say, you might not know, na? If the interviewers say, hey, it's written online exam, why are you going offline? It depends on the one who is taking your interview as well. I mean, you can let them know that, see, on the website it's not mentioned, but they can also tell you that, okay, it's not mentioned, but is it not self first English? It's what's the word in English, man? Uh, are you getting my point, though, Abdullah? It's self first English, right? Okay. It's an online exam. You can sit in your home country and then write the exam. You don't have to be physically present in Germany to write the exams.
Mm.
They can definitely tell you that in the interview round, if it's like that in Kuwait, if you guys have an interview round. But do let the embassy know that you'll be applying with this, or at least book an appointment and see if it's working or not.
All right.
Okay. D part, Abdullah, have you done it?
Uh, so first you have to square root both the sides.
Yep, squaring both the sides. I'll do that, which is 4 minus 6x is equals to 4x square. Yep,
Uh, then we'll get a quadratic equation for x
yep,
squared plus 6x minus 4
hmm
equals 0.
yep. And what are the answers or the zeros of this equation? I'm interested in the answer.
X is 1 is 1 by 2 and the other is minus 2. So we'll just cancel the minus 2 because roots can't be negative.
See, roots can be negative, but you cannot put the minus 2 into the original equation. Your answer
Yeah,
is
that's
100% correct.
and put it in the original equation minus 2.
Yep. So the only answer which you guys should have is half. Those who have written minus 2 as the answer should basically deduct yourself a marks, because that's not what you were meant to see. See the equation itself. It's root over 4 minus 6x. Once you've put minus 2 inside of it, I mean, this part can get positive and then the root is positive. But what about this part? A positive number cannot be equal to minus 4, right? A root cannot be equal to minus 4. So that is why we will not consider this as the part of the solution. We'll only consider half. When we'll be discussing functions in detail, I'll be going into Definitionsmenge, Lösungsmenge part, which is again very important. And then you'll have a bigger picture of how these things works. But you can see that this is not part of the domain of the function. I hope you are getting this part. You have to always check for the answers whether they are satisfying the original equations or not. Because once you have done the squaring of the both sides, you're changing the original equation. I hope you are getting this. Yep. If you're applying through Unisys, then probably it's Nordhausen University, because TU will now have their own portal and Jena don't have their own portal, so can be Jena as well. So you'll have to ask the one who's doing it, as in which university is she applying through. Okay. Aufgabe 4 is your house of Kava. It's simple folgende Integrale. You have to solve the integration, and both of them are, you can see bestimmte Integral, which is definite integrals, and you guys can solve it. I'm interested in Aufgabe 5. Aufgabe 5, again, you have this big ass statement. You have to read the statements and tell me what would be the Menge and the Kosten of the individual Anteile, which is the individual parts for CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray discs. Again, I'll give you 2 minutes. It should not take more than 2 minutes. And your time starts now. Aman, can you please switch on your camera? And those who have joined it right now as well. By the way, Betsetwe is an Abkürzung for beziehungsweise, respectively. Uh, Time's up. Anyone who has done the question? I'll let you know the answers. It's 45, 30, and 25 for the first part. And then it's 15, 20, and 65. Anyone who is getting these answers? No one. Okay. No worries. We'll discuss that. Sie kaufen 9 CDs, 6 DVDs und 5 Blu-ray-Discs zur Datenspeicherung. Datenspeicherung? In order to save your data. Speicherung, save. Comes from the word speichern. And speichern, is it equal to retten? I mean, both of them means save.
Function is basically like relating to electronic stuff, Sana.
Yep. When you want to
Yes.
save your data, your file or something, it's to save. You can put it in bracket data. And retten
Is to rescue.
is to rescue or to save a person. So you have got 9 CDs, 6 DVDs, and 5 Blu-ray discs, which you need for your for the saving of data. Eine CD kostet 50 Cent, eine DVD 1 € und eine Blu-ray-Disc 3,90 € Geben Sie die Menge, beziehungsweise die Kosten der CDs, DVDs, beziehungsweise Blu-ray-Discs im Verhältnis zur Gesamtmenge. Whenever you see this word, im Verhältnis, the first thing which should pop up in your mind is it's talking about ratio. Im Verhältnis is always with respect to, with ratio of something. Im Verhältnis. Zur Gesamtmenge beziehungsweise zu den Gesamtkosten aller Speichermedien in Prozent. So you have to tell me, first comes the Menge part, the amount of CDs, DVDs, or Blu-ray discs you have with respect to the total amount of stuff which you have. And then comes the costing part. Let's look at the Menge. So you've got 9 CDs, 6 DVDs, and 5 Blu-ray discs. How many stuff do you have? 9 plus 6 plus 5.
20.
Right? 20. So in total, you have got 20 stuff. And out of 29 are CDs. So what will be 9 out of 20 in percentage? 45%. What you have got 6 DVDs and you have got total 20 stuff. 6 upon 20 into 100, 30. You have got 5 Blu-ray discs, 5 upon 20 into 100, 25. See, the question in itself is very easy, but the important part is to figure out the German and what is it demanding. It's demanding the percentage, the ratio with respect to the total amount. Gesamtmenge. I hope you are getting this part. Okay. Speicher median are the devices where you can save your data. Could be like in the question it's mentioned, could be a DVD, could be a CD, a Blu-ray disc. So all of these are Speicher median. And then Speicher median also has a very computer science related meaning. It comes in the microprocessor world. If you will be doing computer sciences later on, you'll be getting through that. Okay. Now comes the constant part here. The constant part. Okay. One CD cost 50 cents. And you have got how many CDs? 9 CDs. So 9 into 50 cents, 4.5 euros. You have got one DVD for €1. And how many DVDs you have got? 6 DVDs. So 6. Next, one Blu-ray disc is for 3.9. And you have got 5 Blu-ray discs. So what is 3.9 into 5?
19.50.
Yep. So 19.5. What would be the total cost in euros?
30.
Yep. So see, you have got what? First CDs. How much CDs would be? 4.5 upon 30 into 100. DVDs 6 upon 30 into 100. Blu-ray disc 19.5 upon 30 into 100. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? The cost part. I hope everyone has figured this out. That's how easy it is. Into 100 and then 6 upon 30 into 100 and then subsequent Blu-ray disc. This is Aufgabe 5. It comes under Prozentaufgaben. Again, similar questions will be there in Zielschulen, colleague. You can practice n number of questions from there. Now comes Aufgabe 6, Aufgabe 7 and Aufgabe 8. These are your Hausaufgaben. Let's come to Aufgabe 9. What would be the answer for Aufgabe 9? You have done a similar question with me. Anyone? What's the answer for Aufgabe 9? I don't have to give you any time for this. It's Limas x gegen unendlich 2 minus 3x geteilt durch 4x plus 3. So there are two steps, right? The two methods. First is L'Hopital. When can I use L'Hopital? When you have got 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity terms. You put x tends to infinity, you get what? In the numerator part, something related to infinity. In the denominator part, infinity. If it's infinity by infinity, you can use this formula, which is limit x tends to any variable, any constant, infinity 2, 3, 4. Fx upon gx can be written as limit x tends to a, f dash x upon g dash x. Differentiate the numerator separately and differentiate the denominator separately. So what will you get if you differentiate the numerator? 2 minus 3x minus 3. 4x plus 3 4. So your answer is minus 3 by 4. Either you do it directly, or the second method would be I can take x common from the numerator. X common, this will become 2 by x minus 3. X common from the denominator, it will become 4 plus 3 by x. X and x will get cancelled from the numerator and denominator itself. What is the limit x tends to? Infinity. So this will become 2 by infinity. And what is 1 by infinity? It's 0, right? So this part will get cancelled out and 3 by x part will get cancelled out. So all you are left is with minus 3 by 4. So either you use L'Hopital once you see 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form, or this is the most trustworthy method because this will work even if it's not 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity. I hope you've got the Aufgabe 9. Yes or no? 2 methods to solve it. Okay. Aufgabe 10 is again your Hausaufgabe. I'll be sending you the sheet. You don't have to worry about it. Let's come on to Aufgabe 14. 11, 12, 13 are your Hausaufgabe. These are easy Aufgaben. Aufgabe 14. Eine Kerze wurde 7 Uhr angezündet. Anzünden? What does anzünden means?
Like that.
Sorry?
Something means like be infected or something.
No, it's not Entzündung, it's Anzünden. Anzünden means to light it up or to burn something. You can also use Anzünden for example, Licht, to light up. On a Christmas tree, for example, you want to light up that Christmas tree, you can use that word Anzünden. Eine Kerze. Kerze is a candle. Eine Kerze wurde 7 Uhr angezündet. 9:15 Uhr hat sie eine Länge von 12 Zentimeter. At 9:15, that candle had a length of 12 centimeter. 11:45 Uhr, also 11:45 Uhr, beträgt ihre Länge nur noch 8 Zentimeter. Wann ist die Kerze vollständig abgebrannt? Abgebrannt when it is completely burnt. Vollständig, completely. When would be the candle completely burnt? At 9:15, it was 12 centimeter. At 11:45, only 8 centimeter got remained. Don't have to put up signs over here, just proper proportionalities of them. Yes, Tanmay, you can do that.
So like, is it in 10 hours?
I want the time, one is as in hour. Is it 5 o'clock? Is it 4 o'clock? Is it, what's the time when it will be completely burned? See, from 9:15 to 11:45, how many hours have passed? 2.5 hours, right? So in 2.5 hours, it has gone from 12 to 8. So basically, it has reduced 4 centimeters. Now, 8 centimeter is what? 4 into 2. So if in order to reduce 4 centimeters, you need 2.5 hours. So how much time would you need to reduce 8 centimeters? 2.5 hours into 2, right? So that will be 5 hours, such that 8 becomes 0 centimeter. So what is 5 hours added to 11:45? 16:45. I hope everyone is getting this. Yes or no?
ये एक बारी और समझा दो.
See, from 9:15 to 11:45, 2.5 hours have passed, right? 2.5 hours में how much length has it got decreased? 4 centimeter. So in order to reduce 4 centimeters, you need 2.5 hours, right? Now, what's the length at 11:45? 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter is what? 4 centimeter plus 4 centimeter. So in order to reduce 4 centimeter, you need 2.5 hours. So you need 2.5 hours for this 4 centimeter, and you also need 2.5 hours for this 4 centimeter. So in totality, you need 5 hours, no? In order to reduce 8 centimeter of length. So 5 hours and minus 8 centimeter, you get 0 centimeter, which is it's completely burnt. And 5 hours added to the original time, 11:45, where it has started with 8. So 16:45. That's it. I hope everyone is getting this. Okay. Now you can switch on to your Telegram group. I have posted over. You know about StudiVolley? Anyone any idea about StudiVolley? It's a private company which is now been overtaken by RAN Education, and those material which I've sent you, they belong to those institutes. They are really into autonomous platform. They basically have tried private autonomous programming, and that's why they have come up with own student RAN, which lives again. But yeah, that's their material. They've basically different sample question, and this is the material which they basically give the students for their private student college in order to crack that. So we'll be going through that also. In KS1 sheet, I'm talking about KS1 sheet. In KS1 sheet, we have almost done all the Aufgaben. And all the Aufgaben were either in worksheet 1 or worksheet 2. That is why KS1 will be your Hausaufgabe as well, except we'll do Aufgabe 3 and discuss it right now, which is 2 raised to the power n plus 201 plus 2 raised to the power n plus 201. Just quickly tell me what would be the answer from the options given. There are 4 options. Two raised to the power n plus 201 plus 2 raised to the power n plus 201. Come on, guys, it's an easy question.
B.
A.
Those who have said B, what is your reason for telling B? So if this was 2 raised to the power n plus 201 into 2 raised to the power n plus 201, then your answer would have been correct, those who have said B, because then the powers will get added because the base is same. Right?
It should be A, right?
Yeah, exactly. Since there is not a addition over there, there is a multiplication. Operator have changed. You can write this as, you can take 2 raised to the power n plus 201 outside common, and you'll be left with what? 1 plus 1. If I take this as common, and 1 plus 1 can be written as 2. So this will be 2 into, as in 2 raised to power n plus 201 into 2. And 2 means 2 raised to the power 1. So the powers will get added. The base is same. So it's 2 raised to the power n plus 200. I hope everyone getting the answer. The operator over there is addition, not multiplication.
So can you use a little more darker pen?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. It should be dark enough. Wait. Is
Yeah.
now I hope everyone has got this. We will now switch on to KS2. KS2 works. A is your house of Baba. Come to Aufgabe 9, 10, and 11. We'll be discussing these two. Aufgabe 9, 10, and 11. 9, 10, and 11. Each I bring you minute of it's more than your time. So